Hi everyone, it's Justine. After the holidays, we're switching years. It's the opportunity to start a new routine, start new habits, and get rid of everything that prevents you from being creative. I like to look at the past year and try to take out everything that makes me lose time, makes me feel unhappy, or makes my brain feel stuck when I get tired. When I was in New York, I attended a talk by a YouTube creator who's a philosopher named Cyrus North. Maybe you've heard of him. He said, "Don't be afraid of being bored, be afraid of being boring." And I couldn't agree more. In fact, I think my best ideas also do come to me when I'm bored and when my brain has nothing to focus on. So in this video, I want to share with you things that I do when I can't find inspiration. And this video could also be titled Ways to Trick Your Brain into Getting Creative. Everything I'm about to show you will be also linked and listed in the description right below the video. First point, learn something new every day. They are calendars or books that contain, for every day of the year, a quote and or an image to think about. So first thing in the morning, I open this book. It's called 365 Days of Fashion. It's in German, but there are also books like this for all topics and in all languages. So I open it at the page of the day. I write my thoughts about the quote in a notebook and I keep that for later. For instance, here, Oscar Wilde said, "I have a very simple taste. I'm always happy with the best of the best." And it comes with a very cool picture of 50s women in great outfits. So I can look at the quote, I can look at the pictures and write down all my thoughts. Another one, which I marked too, is by Coco Chanel. I like it when fashion adapts to the streets, but I can't accept that fashion could have its origin on the street. That's where we very much disagree, Coco Chanel and I. She probably doesn't care. But like, I look at this and it's like my little dose of inspiration on a daily basis. It's very easy, it takes me 5 minutes, and it's a way to start thinking about things that are not daily to-dos and things I must do, I have to do, things that I enjoy doing. I also look every morning when I start my computer at the homepage of Google. For instance, today, as I'm filming this, it's the 116th birthday of Marlene Dietrich, an actress, a German one. So I want to know, when was she living, what were her best movies, who was she in love with, etc. Second thing, do random research. Here it's about getting to know a topic or a person that I wouldn't have come up with by myself. So I open a book, like this one, Design Atlas, Industry Design, on a topic that I like. It doesn't have to be related to fashion or to design in any ways, something you're interested in and don't know much about. You pick a random page, like this one here, which I marked. Here, Arne Jacobsen, The Armchair, super classic, famous design piece. Who was he? So I start researching him. And then who was he talking with, in touch with? Who did he get inspiration from? And that second person that I find through him will be the person I research for that day. What I learn, again, I write in my notebook. And it can be design, it can be a cookbook if you prefer cooking, anything that you're interested in will work. Point number 3, try new little brain exercises. There are many little books like this that you can use. I hunt those little gems when I go to bookstores and I collect them actually. This one is in German, it means creative thinking. I will link books to you in English and in other languages if I have good ones that I can recommend. You open this and you do very quick exercises like this one. For instance, when you have 9 dots that form a square altogether, how do you connect those dots, all of them, with just 3 lines? And it forces you to think outside of the box and to look for something that you don't know readily, and that gets your brain working. Another example here is, which letter comes after the following series? O, T, T, F, F, S, S. The answer will be posted on my Instagram picture of today, so go check out my Instagram profile. Fourth thing, use your hands. You know, when you brush your teeth in the morning or when you're taking a shower, you're keeping your body, your hands busy, but your brain is free, and so it starts doing its own thing, and that's when you come up with ideas. You know how many people say, I was in the shower the other day and then I thought, blah, blah. That's what happens. So just like brushing my teeth, I found something which is my new favorite toy, and it's this thing here. First, it's blue, which is awesome. And then it doesn't stick. It's modeling clay that's super elastic. It bounces back like a rubber ball if I throw it on the floor. It extends without any limit. I really enjoy that, and I can use that, carry it around with me in the subway, anywhere I'm going. I've been playing around with this for like 3 weeks, and I'm fond of it. I get ideas as soon as I start touching it. For instance, I look out the window and I say, can I make the shape of the building that I see with this? That typically requires my hands, my eyes to some extent, but my brain is free and it wakes up immediately. When you keep your hands busy and do something manual, your brain wakes up. Who's this one? Answer in the description below. Point 5. Learn about other people's tricks. I find that extremely helpful. For instance, this book here, I love. Still Like an Artist. It's written by an artist. It's translated in many languages, so you'll find your mother tongue. No doubt it's a bestseller. What he does is that he de-dramatizes the creative process, which is quite a relief and quite comforting. It doesn't have to be stressful, and it doesn't start with you standing in front of a white page. For instance, here he compares good theft with bad theft, and he says good theft is to honor where you're taking inspiration from, to study it, steal from many different sources and not from one, because that would be plagiarism. He says credit your sources and your inspiration, transform what you see, and remix. And I think those words really help get started without thinking, oh my god, I immediately have to know what I am, what I want to stand for, what my aesthetics is. He says that's fine, just start doing it, you'll find on the way, which is a great statement and something that I really want to hear as a creative person. Those are some of the little exercises and tricks that I use to get my brain in motion, so to speak. Notice that the things I've shown are barely, only remotely connected to the field I work in, which is fashion design, and here's why. I think that to get creative new ideas for fashion, I need to look much broader than that. If I look only within the field of fashion, then everything I'm going to come up with has been done before, if that makes sense. So I research and read and hear about people and things much more broadly than my field, and I think that's absolutely essential. I hope those little exercises were useful for you to hear, and that you can take away maybe one little thing to include into your own creative routine for 2018. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for 2 new videos every week, every Wednesday and every Sunday. I'll see you very soon again. Take care. Bye.